Good morning, guys. As you can see, it's middle of the night right now. Hanging out at a quick trip. It's about 2 a.m. right now. We're on our way to Fall Jefferson, Jefferson, Wisconsin. It's a very large swap meet down southern Wisconsin, basically about 40 minutes from Madison, somewhere in that range. So we're just in or out right now, and see you guys there in the morning. Well, I made it to Jefferson a little bit ago. We're actually in the gate now anyway, so we're walking around to the swap meet here. I'll do a little drone footage how big this place actually is probably later today, but later I'll be like, holy shit, stud killer. It's kind of roaming around through rows and rows of cars, parts and everything else, so see if we can find some stuff we don't actually need. Just a couple carburetors and intakes on hand here. No matter what you got, they got an intake for you. Look at that. Aluminum headed FE. Oh yeah, there you go. You're looking forward over here. Got the big 6. Ain't really catching much, but he's still while doing it anyway.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, they're only a short window over here.
Nice car overall, though. So I don't know the top stuff on the dash. Lots of room for activities back here. That's looking caddy over here. Going slow. It's even for sale too. Oh yeah.
It had license plates on it.
Also a full air ride car too.
Some guy he was in a tavern and he noticed the car was gone. Somebody stuck on.
As you can see, we got lots of ground to cover yet. Nice looking truck over here. Texas truck over here. 6-cylinder 3-speed. Got the big 6. King Ranch seats in there. Oh yeah. It's a hell of a good time. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Lifted out square body. Heck yeah. $5,500. It does need a motor though, so it's kind of got some Bluetooth power going on, but I think a nice big 454 to fit nice in there after that Turbo 400, it looks like. It just looks like a good time in general, if you ask me. I like this thing. Got nice door to truck actually. Just talking to the guy. It's clean underneath. Got Dana 44s front and rear. Interior in this thing is actually very nice too. Nice red interior truck in here. Seats good to go. $5,500. This thing is just the shit, honestly. Like, I'm a Jeep guy, but this is just freaking cool. Got some AMC parts here. A 69 Jive 1 hood and a 70 Jive 1 hood. And right here, get yourself a start on your big bad orange 69 Jive 1. Well, I guess they're being honest about it. Had a bunch of rows this morning anyway. I made her pretty much first half of the show anyway. Basically, you can see as far behind me here as you can back to the blue tent back there. So probably about 12 rows in, something like that. There's another 30 going that way. So lots more to see yet, lots more fun to have. So I'm gonna get back to it. Apparently someone thought it was still sled season. Not quite yet, buddy. Bunch of nice Mopar metal. Get your start on a Cuda or a Charger. Got some 69 Charger cars over there. Yourself starting a 55 Chevy. Is he in back half of the 9-inch? Looks like. Oh, we got a 12 bolt in there. It's a pretty good setup. We got a fresh row of cars, potential projects. Pinto already sold, apparently. Oh, it's even got a cage in it. I didn't notice that. race ready. Pretty nice car, actually. Huh. Poncho with a 6-banger. Old convertible. Look at that. D28. Comes with a big block and lots of pine needles. May need some coolant though. I think it's a little low. Chrome roll bar. 1985 was here, man. Drag lights and all. Oh yeah. Fresh boat. Doesn't need a motor, but gas pedal up.
Yeah, I don't know. Ryan's got a 21-foot Panther jet for sale. Ryan's got a 21-foot Panther.
Big block G body wagon. Ride around to burnouts and you got room for all your buddies. Sounds perfect setup if you ask me. Small little Datsun over here. 3-liter V6. That'll be a fun little ride. Pretty nice car, actually. Stick in there. Pull off steering wheel. Oh yeah, a couple things. Looks like a cute little setup though, honestly. Here we got ourselves a special Vega. It's a Cosworth Vega. Yes, that actually was a thing. Got a Cosworth freaking motor in it. With a stick. It's a pretty neat car, honestly. Got a gold dash. Special label on it. I made it to the car crowd a little late. A lot of it over here is already emptied out, but we do have a lot of stuff over here. Take a look at it and see what's for sale. Which always just kind of fun, seeing people built, and it's kind of funny to look at some ways people do things too. It's kind of it's a little funny to look at or work sometimes. It's cool in a lot of ways, but there's also a lot of things you kind of enjoy, like how in the heck was that a good idea? So let's get to it. Make sure you order a car. It's a GT350 Fox from '84. Actually, it was a very low production car.
You here, run?
Like the big 5.0. Nice coupe over here, actually.
Really cool.
34 Ford. Pretty original car, actually. It's really freaking cool. Very cool. I do also see this Camaro over here, Strat 1985. It's kind of cool. Take a look at that in a second. Let's check out the old Z28 over here, see what we got. Got the regular look under the hood here. $28,500. Nice looking ride. Couple of fun rides over here. Combo looks nice over there. I guess it's a 56 Chevy. Ooh, 327 car. 327 in it, I should say, anyway. 22,000, 327 4-speed. It's got a 5-speed and it appears with a really goofy handle going on. That's all I gotta say. That's strange. Very, very strange. 19.9. You can run from the cops, OJ style. Nice looking C10 over here. That could be a good time, actually. Lid is flipped. It's ready to go. So we got ourselves a 71 Nova. It's a little rough, but it's got potential, you know. Doesn't look too bad. It's ready to get the quarters cut for Schlicks. This is almost a complete car, though. I will say that. So is that. A front belt Ford. The FB in there. 7 Starliner. 10 grand. All you need is everything else. Real nice 35 Dodge over here. Pretty decent vehicle, honestly, it looks like. A nice driver quality vehicle to enjoy yourself with. Very nice all stock like that. Looks like a Studebaker truck over here. It's cool to see one all done, actually. So we got in here for a mill. Still a Studebaker motor, looks like, eh? Yep. '49 Studebaker truck. Studebaker V8. Pretty neat, actually. Like it's 24.5. Those will be 88s. 12.5. That's it. Mustang over here. Cage up in the car. Well, got fun ones over here. Got a nice bug drop top even. Big 4-banger up in there. It's nice with the Volkswagen bags on it. 12.5 for 7 ADW. Hallmark, apparently. And we got ourselves a Dodge pickup over here. Looks like it's set up for racing. See what we got for information. LS Turbski, 17 grand, or trade, 98. Got a monster tack in there. Looks like some racing seats, some slicks. Got a wing on the back so you know it's official. What's we got going on underneath right now? Oh yeah, I got double adjustables at Caltrax. Got some good stuff going on. That drive shaft is awful long. Holy crap. Dual fuel filters. So underneath the trunk looks pretty good, actually. Got a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, it looks pretty clean. Looks like a nice truck to have fun with your Mopar guy. Well, actually it's got a turbo LS in it though, so that'll have to go pretty quick if you're actually a Mopar guy, or just enjoy it for what it is. It's a usual Jefferson thing here. Dave's getting another motor, so we're moving a motor from the trailer, a motor and tranny. I guess we should call it transmission nowadays. Moving a motor and transmission from my trailer over to Dave's trailer. So now he has an engine and transmission for his 1978 401 Jeep Cherokee S. S? Is that what it is, Dave?
It's an S.
Yeah.
I don't know why they call it an S, but it's not a white track.
It's special. That's why it's an S. So we're just tying them down. Actually, I'm just videotaping, and other people are working, as you can tell.
Oh, the here. Go ahead.
All right, we got the block for Dave's new engine for the Black Javelin. Getting it all wrapped up. Bringing her back to the American Motors Product Development Center.
Now, I must note that this is Alexander Javelin. Middle name is Javelin.
So we're getting this all wrapped up, and, so we keep it nice and clean. This motor was apart actually, so we'll have to do a little investigating when we get home, see what's going on. We got the rods and pistons over here. I had some seal powers on the piston, on the rods, so they looked looks to be 40 over from what we can tell so far. We'll do a little more intense investigating when we get home. We got our 401 crank, got our 401 block, got some 090 heads over there behind Dave. The trailer right there we'll be going through, and just make a pretty good motor, make a hell of a lot of burnouts. Well, anyway, after getting all the stuff put on the trailer from Dave and wrapped up and that kind of stuff, we got the crank, the block, set of heads, and we got rods and pistons, like I said before. So we got the start of a tire burning 12-second 401. So our little haul for today was this nice, nice Kirky seat. Actually got a nice, good price on that, just for future builds. You can get a cover for it anyway, so it's about 120 bucks for a cover. Nice aluminum seat that isn't drilled full of holes. It was mounted like one time, so real nice seat. I also got another carburetor. So I was able to get a nice deal on a 750 Holly double pumper. So since my black AMX is 800 on it currently, a little bit fat when I'm out trying to race it or drive it around. It works, but it can use less gas, and I learned that on the Gremlin. The Gremlin actually, the 750 was a much better combination for it. So, and the Gremlin and the AMX both have exactly the same motor combination. So I'll get that, put a kit in that, go through a little, make sure it all looks nice. Get that ready to put on the AMX for next year, and maybe we'll drop a 10th or two, which would be freaking handy. It'd be a 1220 car, AMX would be. And by the time I change, I can put the converter back to one that isn't stalling out the power band. And that carburetor, we should be a pretty decent low 12-second ride as a street car. So, and that's still an 8-to-141 in there too. So I'd be pretty happy with that, I'm not gonna lie. But anyway, it's kind of a wrap for us roaming around. We're going to grab some dinner here in a few minutes. And then since we're in Jefferson, and there's one of our great friends that lives here, we'll be going to look at a certain vehicle, which I will show you guys in a little bit. I'm over at Mike's house here now. I got something a little special for you guys. So some of you guys may know about this, some of you guys may not. But there was a car the American Motors made as a prototype called Cowboy. So basically it was like an El Camino or Rancho type of vehicle. And there's a prototype that popped up about a month ago. And well, it's behind me on the hoist right here. So I'll show you guys a little underneath. As you can tell from the front, it's like a 70 or 71 four-door Hornet. It's got a short, regular actual four-door door, as you can kind of see. Pull it down a little bit, you can see the little top side a little better. But it's an early car, as you can see. It does have cutouts, I'm guessing because it was already a studio car. But it actually is, a driver's side alternator car, passenger side power steering pump, no sway bar. You got a lot of your early parts inside of this car up on the front right here. And as you can see, going back, it's 100% a regular Hornet. Until you get right here, then it actually has subframe connectors and turns into what they were working on as the Cowboy. So they kept all this the same, actually. And as you can see too, it's a 6-cylinder automatic, probably a 232, I'm assuming, with a 3-speed manual transmission. And actually it's a V8 rear end, which is surprisingly enough. So, but it was supposed to be a truck though, so that does make sense. But anyway, so then they chopped out the rear floor pan of a 4-door Hornet. The subframe connector, very similar to what you would do in a race car. You connect your front frame rail to your rear frame rail through your back floor pan. And then they actually chopped it all out up here to leave room for, well, you see, get rid of it, you don't need it in this case. And brace up your box. And also add a gas tank here on the passenger side, which looks very, very similar to like a 63 CJ gas tank, we'll say, for instance, that goes underneath the seat, or an earlier Jeep, more like a Willys kind of setup. So, which is subframe connected on both sides. So you just kind of crudely chopped out the floor to make that work. Because again, it was a prototype. They were just trying to see if it's a viable plan and doing a little crude work. But it also does have very reminiscent of a Jeep underneath here too. The box floor looks very much like a J truck if you actually crawl underneath one. So just like the box floor underneath my 78 J10. It's very, very similar to that. And then you also have your regular Hornet frame rails all the way out the back of the car, which had bracing in a lot of places all the way out the back, without the quarters or the floor pan, obviously. But overall, really cool piece to get some footage of and actually just kind of see what they were trying to do with the Cowboy in that case. So, and as you can see, it looks very legit in a lot of ways, just because it has a lot of great custom parts that are very like stamped out, whether you'd have like in a facility. You couldn't just make this by hand, whereas you have like back here, one thing that stands out to me the most is probably underneath the tailgate of the truck right here, because you have this piece underneath the tailgate where it's a very stamped out chunk, which is perfectly cut to width of the inside of the box rail on both sides, which looks just like it does on a J truck from the outside. It had a little lump right below the bottom of the tailgate itself. Now the tailgate looks like basically a shortened version of a early Jeep truck. But, and they added a little more bracing in the back of the car right here. And as you can see, this is the same as you'd have on a regular Hornet. Your 2 bolts and your springs the same as everything else would be. But you have nice formed outer box sides, nice L angle everywhere. It looks very professionally done. And the fabrication part of it, as far as the box goes, it braces and everything else. The car is kind of crude, but again, it was prototyping, so you're just seeing if it's worthwhile, getting an outside picture of what you want to make out of it. But anyway, that's kind of what it looks like underneath. It's kind of how crude prototypes can be, and also very how cool they can be. Just learning kind of looking into what the engineers were thinking on doing with this, what they're trying to accomplish with this prototype. Just saying, okay, what can we make out of this? What's the quickest way we can get this concept to life so we can look at it and see, okay, is this viable or is this not? So we'll put it down here in a second. You guys see the top side, kind of what that looks like, and help put the story together a little bit more of what this story of this Cowboy actually is. So we got her on the ground finally. And as you can see, yeah, it's a 70 Hornet. We actually figured out it was made in, what was the date, Dad? September
1969. It's a 232 with a 3-speed on the column, so it's actually an original lever action car.
As you can tell, it's pretty much all original overall. I think it was 30,000 miles, you said, Mike?
Using the other wheel.
Okay, I think it was 30,000.
20,000
miles on this car actually returned. So probably was not used a lot. It was more or less kind of a car used for prototyping and driving around a little bit. So I think it's
electric wipers, power brakes, and power steering. So it actually started as
a very optioned out car, yes. So let's see fire quick.
Heavy duty cooling, big radiator.
And as you can tell, it's actually has SST seats. Mike said they actually are incorrect. It is a bench originally, but it has all your fancy stuff inside. Very neat setup actually, and kind of goes back to like Igor El Camino would be, or Igor truck kind of setup. As you can see, again, it was actually a 4-door car. We got rear door hinges right here that are kind of molded right in. But and the box itself here too, you can kind of see where it's kind of a crude setup, which I think the height actually is done to make the tailgate fit more than the car. It's kind of got this weird line here. It's a little strange, but it works out as a prototype to get the concept of what they possibly wanted to do with this Cowboy prototype. So, but overall, really cool to see and just kind of see how it was done and what it actually is, and how good a shape it actually is truly in still, and part of the AMC history can be saved and actually restored in the future. But anyway, I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my night, hang out with friends. So I'll catch you out later. Overall, I had a pretty nice weekend here at Jefferson anyway. Getting loaded up. We have some other activities to go to today, so we only have Friday to enjoy ourselves here, but that's okay. One of my buddies is getting married here this afternoon, so we're driving up to Wausau, Wisconsin to go to that for him. So it's kind of a wrap for Fall Jefferson 2024. Catch you out later. Thank you guys for watching the channel. If you enjoyed what you saw, hit that like button. Smash the subscribe button there too. Catch you all later.